Originally, we were supposed to go green a little after 7:45 p.m. Eastern last night, but heavy rain showers moved in, and it was Mother Nature who took the green flag or checkered flag Thursday night. Now, on a cool, overcast, and foggy morning here in Chicagoland, just past 10 a.m. here on the East Coast, we're going to be finally getting ready for the Spongebob Squarepants 400. Things to note that qualifying was based by the only practice session that was run on Wednesday, which essentially this race has just been run what you brung and go race. So this was actually the third time in a span of 5 races that this has happened. This means some surprising names are up front. Hot Wheels 44 in the 31, who's currently 22nd in points. He would definitely need a win to be even considered for playoff contention. Zoex Moon, she currently sits 17th, 2 points out. So a good run for her would probably put her in, but she would want to win to ensure her safety. So Derek Lewis is another one who's struggled quite a bit this season, especially the past couple of years. He's definitely wants to win to add some extra insurance to his playoff run. His teammate Grayson Alcevedo, could be good on points, but they don't want to fall back on that. So, and in terms of notoriety from the practice speeds, look at drivers like Jacob Tube, Nate Sherman, Jonathan Morrison, all starting outside the top 10. Jacob Tube starting out in 20th. Last time he did that was back in California earlier this year. And Daytona, he almost was Daytona, so he almost won that one. Keep in mind that there are cars stationed at Sebring. Parked in the garage under, obviously, heavy security. So, anyways, we got to get this race done at Chicagoland. There may be a possibility, as the day goes, the chance of possible rain will decrease definitely. And we even might possibly see some sun for the first time all weekend. What a shock. Here's our starting lineup, presented by Spongebob. In row 1, we have the Caterpillar Chevrolet and the Pennzoil Ford. Row 2, we have the McDonald's Mactonite Chevrolet and the Target Chevrolet. Row 3, we have the FedEx Toyota and the Sunny D Ford. Row 4, we have the Furniture Row Toyota and the Motorcraft Ford. In row 5, we have the M&M's Caramel Toyota and the Stanley Toyota. Starting today from row 6, we have the Hausa Nation Chevrolet and the Smithfield Ford. In row 7, we have the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Chevrolet and the Exalta Fix Auto Chevrolet. Starting today from row 8, we have the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Dow Chevrolet. Starting today from row 9, we have the Advocare Ford and the Alliance Truck Parts Ford. Row 10 finds the Tide Toyota and the Exalta Liberty University Chevrolet. Row 11 finds the Mobile One Chevrolet and the Dustless Blasting Toyota. While we look through the rest of the field, we do have some news in the form of a new team to the sport that is making their debut run starting this week, and that is Starcom Racing, with the team being run by Derek Cope. Obviously, they didn't get any chance to run in practice, so they will be starting shotgun on the field this morning. And that car is piloted by none other than Gino Harvey himself in the Aflac Cup Series. Starting all the way in the rear of the field in the 08 car. And Brendan Little will be carrying our visor camera today, sponsored by GoPro. And our 4 HD cameras you can watch this morning. You have Sports Center Cup Series starts 5th. Joseph Lombard, who starts 12th. And the Click and Close Chevrolet's on board. Peyton Beasley, who starts 17th. And What If Racing, who starts 22nd. Anyways, all of these drivers will be carrying our 360 onboards, where it will show every inch of what is going on in the racetrack, including really close side-by-side action. Well, in the category of better late than never, here we are at Chicagoland Speedway. Fans have stayed out. The fans have stuck it out. I give them credit. They have stuck this one out. And here we go. The pace car, the new Camaro SS, goes down pit road. This means Hot Wheels 44 and Zoix Moon will be out front for this race. In the terms of better late than never, we're about to get the green flag at Chicagoland on TNT. By the way, Nate Sherman and Caleb Hoffman did clinch their spots in this year's chase just by starting this morning. See that unique turn coming down the backstretch. Normally, these 1.5 mile racetracks, this would normally be a straightaway. But there's that turn as you see Hot Wheels 44 in the 31 car trying to dive under. There are rumors that Zoix Moon might be going to the 31 next year. So she's obviously going to try to do everything she can to impress Richard Childress. But it looks like still dead even, coming to lap 1 of 14 today. In terms of they are still holding dead even, but how about last Saturday's winner? Sports Center Cup Series trying to go it up there. And almost an interesting moment between teammates, the 88 and the 48 coming off of into the trial. Oh, the 88 made some pretty significant contact with the 48. There may be possible damage on the 88 and the 40 on these cars. See what Apollo Moon had to say. Yeah, our teammate just squeezed us in the wall. We might have a left rear rub, so I'll be careful here. Yeah, you can tell our teammate, great job, bud. Great job. Appreciate that. Sorry, I lied about the StarCom thing. Hunter Miller obviously started last since he had troubles in qualifying or inspection issues in practice Wednesday afternoon. He's already up quite a few spots. And so is the 24. He's trying to go past the 3. Whoa, that was tight. They're wow, look at this up front. Got a Sports Center Cup Series in Hot Wheels 44 trying to challenge for lead early on here at Chicagoland. 4 laps into today's Spongebob Squarepants 400. Turn one. Got one sideways. And backing into the wall. And look out, traffic. Come on. Yeah, that was... Caution flag is out. Now we... There also is some... During this run, there also is some reports of a light mist up in turn 4. It is unclear if this looks like this might be a quick moving shower. So they're going to... So while Alvin Alonso brings his Ford down pit road, and look at one of our biggest movers of the race, obviously, Hunter Miller has passed 13 cars so far. Now, this should be a quick mist. They are going to freeze the lap counter at 4 laps, since that was when the first yellow came out. Here's what Dylan had to say about the incident with 17. Please tell the 17 that was completely my fault. I just got a much bigger run, and he was in the way, and I unfortunately hit him. So please tell him that was completely my fault. All right, 10-4. And here's what the 17 had to say. Asshole ran us over. Enough said. Yeah. What goes around comes around. He's in the chase. We're not. So maybe he needs to think how he races people. Now, with this is going to be our first restart of the morning. The shower is dissipating. Well, did dissipate. So now it's overcast over Chicagoland right now. Jacob Tube, after starting 20th, is literally out to hit the top 10 here on this restart. Here we go. Green flag back into the air here at Chicago. Looked like the 11. How about this? The 4 is going to try to go 3 wide, and And oh, smoke on the backstretch. Now there's a wreck on the backstretch. The forward hard into the wall. Spin, big spin, big spin, big spin. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Spin, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low. Cars down low. Also involved is the 22 of Zoic's Moon. The 42 is also involved. Came across the nose of the 78 there. Alan was on me. Spinning down low, down low, down low, down low. Caution's out. Caution's out. Caution, 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 caution. More importantly, how did only those 3 cars get in trouble and the rest of the field didn't? So we can add the... Yep, we're done. 42, Derek Lewis. He's driving away, but he's got a lot of damage. He's done as well. Dylan Murway's obviously not going to make it back. We were going for it. Technically, they can't fault us. But you just got to go. Well, it was a little too early. I mean, there's literally no rain showers around. Looks like we were going to be good, but obviously everybody was racing like a bunch of idiots. So, yeah, I'll probably have a word with the 78 afterwards. I feel really bad that 42 and 22 got caught in it. Anyways, for some reason they're holding off the restart. We have gotten to the midway point of this race. Probably because of all the oil the 42 left, so they have some speedy dry trucks down on the racetrack. So while we're here, let's go ahead and go to a commercial break. You're watching the Spongebob Squarepants 400 on TNT. Lame face.
Spongebob Squarepants.
Get inside the non-stop action on race weekend. Get inside the news and highlights. Get inside the teams, fans, and games. Only at the official site of NASCAR. NASCAR.com. America Online keyword NASCAR.
You know, we really do look better in color.
Ooh, if we hadn't gotten our color back, Trump would have... what's that thing Trump is always saying?
Sayonara.
No, he says it all the time.
Adios.
No.
You're fried.
Close.
Take a hike.
No, those words you hate to hear.
It's not you, it's me.
Anyways, the race menu continuing on NBC and TNT. Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern will be coverage of Sebring qualifying. On TNT, and then switch over to NBC at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for the Credit One Bank Prairie Show, and then the Sun Energy 1220 presented by the U.S. Air Force at noon. And then Friday night, we're going to be going out to the high banks of Bristol, Thunder Valley. Coverage for that race begins at 8 p.m. Eastern on TNT. And then it's out to the Lady in Black on September 1st. Coverage for that race begins with an hour-long special pre-race show on NBC at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then to end the regular season, we're going to be doing Battle Under the Lights at Auto Club Speedway, with qualifying it being at 4:45 p.m. Eastern on TNT, and then the coverage of the race being 8:30 p.m. Eastern over on NBC. They have cleaned up the speedy drive from the last caution. Dylan Murray already has been checked and released from the care center. He's standing by with Marty Snyder. And Dylan, you had a strong car. It looked like you went below the 22, and everything just went sideways from there. What happened? God, good question. The 78, I was trying to push me down the backstretch, and then I think we just locked bumpers. I got turned in the wall head on. The 22 spun another way, and the next thing you know, the 42 was spinning as well, and I was thinking we just had a big one at Chicagoland. Honestly, it's too early. I mean, there's no rain until late in the afternoon after we're gone, so I have no idea why we're racing like a bunch of idiots. Really hate it for the Jimmy John's guys. It's just been a really rough August for us. After the stuff that went down at Portland between me and the 11, continuing our little rivalry. We were wrecked last week, and obviously wrecked again today. So, guess I'll be first to Sebring. Sebring, I guess. That's still in their way frustrated, but positive for Sebring next Sunday. Or Sunday on NBC. Right now, today, we got to settle a little battle in Chicagoland. Now, we're going to be seeing a lot less take and a lot more give and a lot less take. A lot more take and a lot less give. And I mean a lot more take. Here we go. How about this? The one forcing his way between the 78 and the 11 down on the apron. Whoa, oh my God. That almost turned into a wreck right there. Right there. Look at this. Almost 4 wide for the lead going into turn 1. But I think the 31 gets it. Down the backstretch. 3 wide. Everybody going all over the place. to 18, trying to go downstairs on a 1. Can he try to get to him? We had a first-time winner here last year, but obviously that win was encumbered. Look at this. Grayson Alcevedo and the 18 battling for the lead at middle. Wild restart. Down low, low, low. 3 wide. Down on the flat. The 78's up there. That one's going to do everything in his power to hold that 18 off. I'll tell you what. 6 to go. Three wide. Down for 6. The 41, 24, and the 11. Oh, he's there. He could very well spin him right now. But I think what Josh Williambach has done, he's really come out in that 18 this season. So I think him and Caleb Hoffman, they're like two cats watching a mouse. They're trying to play with him to see when that one is going to make a mistake. But that one car does look pretty fast. Five to go. Oh, smoke. Front stretch. And wow. Those last couple laps were wild. It looks like we got a crash. Front stretch. It's the 5. Safe. And if you're the one, this is not what you wanted to see, because look up front. Look who's going to be restarting all around you. Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. A lot of power here is going to be restarting around you. That's seriously a pretty big hit for the 5. I think the 5 just got turned. Earned and then backed into the wall hard. Supposedly his car went aflame. And this is where crew chiefs are swearing on their microphones right now. And if you're Grayson Alcevedo, you're going to be doing everything in your power to try to hold off those Gibbs cars. Because now, especially with this chase on the line, they got nothing to lose. They got all the guys that are inside the top 5, other than the one car, they have wins. And I'm sure that one car is going to be doing everything in his power to keep all of those cars behind him. So here we go. We are going to have 3. So 4 to go. It's going to be 3 to go at the line. Obviously, tough break. Anyways, our Pepsi race recap. This race went off after a relatively long delay. We were supposed to go green Thursday. After about a 14-hour delay or so. And things were fast early. Lap 4, the first caution came out for Alvin Alonso backing into the turn 1 wall. there, things would be far from over. On the restart, Dylan Murray and WB Network get together, collecting Zoex Moon, turning the 4 hard into the wall, collecting the 42, who spins down into traffic. That would be last cautions. And in terms of restarts, that one car made a bold move, almost getting turned by the 78, literally going down to clean his nose off. And he has held his own against those Gibbs cars, but now this could very well be one of the most exciting restarts of the year, as the one is going to take the inside against one of the best in this series. 3 laps left here at Chicagoland and scheduled distance today. Hunter Miller is rumored to be taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. He did get out a little woozy after that hard crash. Here we go. Exactly what I talked about. The 18 already trying to go 3 wide. Eyed on the leader. I don't think the 1 got a good start. Come on, come on. Get him. Here comes the 24 right to the back bumper. This could be a Joe Gibbs cat fight, but unless Grayson Alcevedo gets a run going off too, which he does. But the 18 throws the block. This is like restrictor plate racing. All of these leaders could very well crash right here. Especially if the 11 throws it in like he's about to. Ooh, look out. Oh, contact. Coming to the line. 2 laps of racing to go at Portland. Beating and banging all over the place. Going down into turn 1. I think Caleb Hoffman may be out of pace. Here comes the 24. He's been quiet pretty much all day, and he's up there. Or he's trying to do everything he can to help the 1. But he might try to duck out and go for it himself. Sports Center Cup Series, he won at Michigan last Saturday, in a race that was delayed. That had a big 3-hour delay at the middle. And here comes the 1 throwing it in. He caught him that time. So the question is, can he go for it? Coming to the line, 2 cars side by side here at Chicagoland. White flag wave, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Oh, he put the 11 in the wall. Through the block, put the 11 in the wall. Coming up the track. Yeah, this is some good racing right here. But the 11 has smoke. Going into turn 1. The 24 is up there. There is 1 more lap for the 1. 1 in the 24, side by side. 24. First and second. Grayson Alcevedo, after struggling horribly the past few years on a late restart, made a very ballsy move. And coming off turn 4 in a race that saw some surprisingly low amount of cautions for what we were expecting compared to last year, where we had the 3 green white checkered rule. Grayson Alcevedo is going to come off of turn 4 right now and punch his ticket to the playoffs. Grayson Alcevedo wins it. Oh, and there's a hard crash coming to the checkers. I think the 88 got spun through the grass. Oh. Great job, boys. Great job. I told you we had something for him today. Awesome day. Awesome day. see the 2 car going down on pit road, 88, sitting in the grass. And Grayson Alcevdo is the lucky man who survives a couple pretty chaotic restarts. And some hard crashes late, too. Grayson Alcevdo on a late, that was the winning move. And then on the white flag, the 11 had a heck of a run. He tried going to the outside. And right here, I thought these two were going to wreck. Then pins the 11 in the wall. And then right here, the 24 moves in. Amazingly, the tire held up. Sports Center Cup Series Michigan winner. He ends up finishing 6th. After one hell of a race, I guess. But the crash at the checkers, the 88 gets tipped, slides in the grass, comes up the track, gets clobbered by the 2. Big time hit for both cars at the finish of this one. Surprisingly low attrition today. Only 3 cars failed to finish. Compared to last week, this was some low attrition. Crashing, a lot of cars, and I mean a lot of torn up cars. So it was definitely a quick one, to say the least. A late crash. And what an entertaining way to race Chicagoland. Anyways, qualifying will be at Sebring will be Sunday morning at 9 a.m. See, there's a good reason this race is going to be moved to June to allow for a little less space in the week, so teams don't have to rush from Chicagoland all the way to Sebring. So, glad you can spend your morning with us here on TNT. Next on TNT is Peter Jackson's 2002 movie, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Sunday on NBC at 9 a.m. will be coverage of Sebring qualifying. 9 a.m. Eastern, and then at noon Eastern will be coverage of the Sun Energy 1-220 presented by the U.S. Air Force. It's been a fun one this morning here at Chicagoland, but Grayson and Sevdo admit a wild restart. Couple of wild moves on a restart. Wins today's Spongebob Squarepants 400. What's up, Chicagoland?
Everybody ready, set, go. Rev it up and let's roll. There's a party in the fast lane. Got my hands on the wheel and I'm flying. Heartbeat loud as the thunder goes. Riding in on the stampede of life and gold. I'm bringing back the sunshine. Bringing back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Bring it back.
Awesome job, bud. Hell yeah. Awesome freaking job. All day today, brother. All day.